So, you have an idea. It's probably a good one. It might be an app that solves a tiny, annoying problem you face every day. Or maybe it's a big, ambitious concept that could connect your entire community. For years, the journey from that spark of an idea to a real, working application on your phone was a long and difficult road. It was a road paved with complex programming languages, endless lines of code, and a steep learning curve that kept most people on the sidelines. It felt like you needed to be a specialized software engineer just to get started, creating a huge barrier between the thinkers and the builders, the dreamers and the doers. That world is changing right now. We're living through a fundamental shift in how technology is created, and it's one of the most exciting developments I've seen in a long time. The power to build, to invent, and to solve problems with software is no longer locked away in an ivory tower, accessible only to a select few. Technology has always been about empowerment, from the first personal computer that brought processing power into our homes, to the smartphone that put the internet in our pockets. So, what exactly are these new AI-powered app creator platforms? Let's break it down. In simple terms, they are tools that let you build a fully functional mobile application or a web application without writing a single line of traditional code. Instead of learning a programming language, you describe what you want your app to do in plain English. You can literally type, "I want to build an app for my local book club, where users can track the books they've read, post reviews, schedule meetings." The AI acts as your personal developer, interpreting your instructions and translating them into the complex code required to make the app work. Think of it like having a conversation with an infinitely patient, super intelligent software engineer. You tell it the big picture and it handles the technical details. You can specify the layout, asking for a clean home screen with a list of upcoming events and a button to add a new book. The AI then generates the user interface, sets up the database to store the information and wires everything together. It's a dynamic process. If you don't like the color scheme, you just tell the AI to change it. If you want to add a new feature like a user rating system, you simply describe it. This isn't just a theoretical concept. It's already happening out in the real world. People with no prior coding experience are building and launching real applications that solve tangible problems. Take for example a high school teacher in Ohio who wanted a simple tool for homework management and group collaboration. Instead of waiting for the district to buy software, she used an AI app builder. Over a single weekend, she created a custom app deadline reminders file sharing private forum. Then there's a small coffee shop owner in Austin, Texas, who wanted a loyalty program and online ordering but couldn't afford a development agency. She described her ideal app to a platform simple menu for ordering, digital punch card for loyalty rewards, push notifications for daily specials. Within a week, she had a working app, customers using the app, local community support. One of the biggest benefits of this AI-driven no-code approach is the incredible acceleration of the development process. Traditional app development is a slow, methodical, and often frustrating cycle. You write code, compile it, test it, find a bug, and then spend hours, sometimes days, trying to figure out what went wrong. This process of debugging, hunting down and fixing errors in the code, can consume a massive amount of a developer's time and energy. It's a necessary part of the job, but it's also a major bottleneck that stands between an idea and a finished product, delaying launches and draining resources. AI app builders virtually eliminate this bottleneck. Since you're not writing the code yourself, you're not introducing human errors like typos, syntax mistakes, or flawed logic. The AI generates clean, efficient, and functional code based on proven patterns, significantly reducing the likelihood of bugs from the outset. This means you spend less time troubleshooting and more time creating. You can iterate on your ideas with incredible speed. Want to see how a new feature looks or feels? You can describe it and have a working prototype in minutes, not weeks. This allows for a much more fluid and creative workflow. This speed and simplicity also make app development radically more accessible from a financial standpoint. The cost of building an app is no longer dominated by paying for a team of developers' salaries over several months. While these AI platforms typically operate on a subscription model, the cost is a tiny fraction of what it would take to hire a single engineer. At its core, this movement is about democratizing technology. For decades, the power to shape our digital landscape has been concentrated in the hands of a relatively small group of people with highly specialized skills. The tech industry, for all its talk of changing the world, has largely been a closed ecosystem. If you weren't a part of it, you were mostly a consumer of it. AI app builders are fundamentally challenging that dynamic. They are breaking down the walls and distributing the power of creation to the edges to anyone with a keyboard and an internet connection. This shift has profound implications for diversity and inclusion in technology. When you lower the barrier to entry, you invite a much wider range of voices and perspectives to the table. An app designed to help immigrants navigate a new city is more likely to be built by someone with that lived experience. A tool for managing chronic illness is best conceived by a patient who understands the daily challenges. AI empowers these individuals to build solutions for their own communities, addressing needs that may have been overlooked or misunderstood by mainstream tech companies. The result is a more diverse, representative, and equitable digital ecosystem. This is what we mean when we talk about AI as the great equalizer. It's not just about making tasks easier, it's about redistributing opportunity. So after hearing all this, you might be thinking, this is cool, but I'm not a tech person, I don't have an idea for an app. But I would challenge that assumption. You are an expert in your own life. You know the little frictions, the small annoyances, the things that could be just a little bit better. Maybe it's a better way to organize your recipes. Maybe it's a simpler way to track your car maintenance. Maybe it's a private social network for your extended family. Your idea doesn't have to change the world for a billion people. It just has to change your world for the better. The beauty of these new tools is that they invite experimentation. The canvas is blank, and the stakes are incredibly low. You don't need to quit your job or invest your life savings to get started. You can simply sign up for a free trial on one of these platforms and start playing around. Think of it as a new kind of creative hobby, like learning to play an instrument or taking up painting. The goal isn't necessarily to become a professional, it's to express yourself, to learn something new, and to create something that is uniquely yours. Looking ahead, the future powered by these tools is incredibly bright. Imagine a world where customized software is as common as a personalized coffee order. Teachers will build their own classroom tools on the fly. Doctors will create bespoke apps to help patients manage their treatment plans. City governments will be able to rapidly deploy applications to respond to local needs, from reporting potholes to organizing community events. The line between using software and making software will continue to blur until it practically disappears. We're at the very beginning of this transformation, and the potential is almost limitless. This future isn't about a world run by AI, it's about a world built by people, using AI as their most powerful tool. It's a future where technology serves humanity in a more direct, personal, and meaningful way. We will see an explosion of creativity not just in tech but in every field imaginable, as experts are given the ability to build the exact digital instruments they need to do their best work. This will accelerate progress in science, art, education, and business. The next great innovation may not come from Silicon Valley but from a biologist in Brazil or a farmer in Kenya who finally has the power to bring their vision to life. The implications are huge, and it's all starting now. The future is a blank canvas. It's your turn to pick up the brush.